right, Adriana from the uh,
Hello.
from the Kermit and Friend Elisa show. How you doing?
I'm very good. Thank you. Thank you for the interview. And yeah, let's just enjoy this moment.
All right, let's start out. For those of you who don't know, Adriana is, I believe, a professional twerker. She recently appeared on the Elisa Jordana IRL streams, and I thought I would interview her so the viewers could get to know her a little bit better. So let's start off. Whereabouts are you from?
Okay, I'm originally from Medellin, Colombia. Yeah.
Okay, Colombia. So how long did you live there?
Um, Most of my life, I lived there until when I was 26 or 27. And
Okay.
so I did my school there, my college there. So when I finished college, I just decided to come here because my parents they were living in New York with my brother. So I just didn't want to finish my life over there alone. So I just wanted to come here, spend time with them, and live near them. So for me, family is important. So that's why I came here.
Okay,
And
so what was your childhood like?
and so basically, I'm from a popular neighborhood from Medellin. Medellin is like a valley surrounded by mountains. So I was born in a poor neighborhood in the mountains, um, with my brother. My brother is like 5 years younger than me. So basically, in these kind of neighborhoods, at that time there was like the Pablo Escobar thing. So there were a lot of shootings in the neighborhood, like almost every day. So my mom, she didn't want us to go outside and play with the kids. So mostly my childhood was very alone with my brother. So my brother was kind of my best friend all my life. And in my school, I was feeling also alone because my dad he put me in a private school, and so most of the ladies over there, it was only ladies because there were like a nun, like there were nuns in that school. So
So it was like a Catholic school.
Catholic, yeah.
Yeah.
So most of the kids, the girls, they were from very wealthy families. So I saw like a very like a very it was a gap, and
Mhm.
they knew I was poor, and
Well,
also
how did you get into
younger.
school?
I'm sorry.
How did you get into school?
How did I get?
Yeah, if it's for the affluent and you weren't, how did you get it? How were you able to go?
Oh, no, I had transportation. There was a lady who used to pick me up every day, and yeah, there were other girls that used to live not in my neighborhood, but maybe a little bit like 10 minutes away. So they used to pick me up. My dad used to pay for that. Just my dad wanted the best for me, but at the same time, it's terrible. It was terrible in the school because there was a big gap between the rich ladies and myself. So and that was a conflict. Also, the
But
color, my skin color. In that time in Colombia, it was a little racist over there. So there were girls, it wasn't their fault. Maybe, I don't know, the mentality of their families. They were racist, so they used to discriminate me because I was poor and because of my skin color. So yeah, those are the issues that I'm already working on it. Like I think I already work on it. But in my childhood, it was very, very like alone. I didn't have many friends, only my brother and my cousins, my family. So it was, yeah, a lot
So
of.
did it stay like this all the way through high school?
In high school, it was different because I guess when you, while you're rising, while you're growing, you start putting some masks. So you take some masks, like you learn how how to be strong. So I don't let anyone to make fun of me or bully me or whatever. So I start being stronger, and I start having friends. And but now that I'm adult, I already saw those traumas from the childhood, they were still there, so I had to go and take care of that. So that's why I'm always happy, because I've been working on those traumas. So I guess when I grow, I just created masks so people can accept me, no matter if it was my skin color or being poor. I already have masks. So one of my masks is that I was almost the best in school. Not the best, but I was a good student in high school. And then you have to apply to different colleges there. And I passed to one of the best colleges in Colombia, which is very difficult to pass, right? To get into it. So, and I did a career there. The master I'm talking about is like just wanted to be like someone uh, that people feel respect toward me, because I have a lot of knowledge, I have a lot of studies behind me. So if you ask me about the studies, I have the college degree of geologist. When I came here to the United States, I learned English. uh, I'm always gonna have accents, because for me English, it was difficult. I have to accept it. But and then I passed to college here, and I did a master's in geology too. And then I study, like I know about finances, crypto. Uh, Also, I already study astrology and therapy with flower essences. So I have a lot of studies.
And
And
you went to college in Colombia or the U.S.?
both. In Colombia, I did the college, the bachelor, but in Colombia, it's a little longer. The bachelor is not 4 years. The bachelor is like 5, 6 years. So I did the bachelor in Colombia, and I did the master's here, um, which it was very challenging, but I did it, and I was one of the best. Um, but as I told you, that was just a mask, just just to show people that I can do it, so they can respect me, right? And now that I have so many studies here, I just feel like, okay, none of that made me happy. So I started looking for something else. I was in New York. After I finished my studies, I worked for 2 years as a geologist, but I find out that I just didn't like it. So I say myself, I studied all my life, like many years, just to find out that I don't want to be geologist. So it was very depressing, because I didn't know what was life about. I didn't know what was this game about.
So
So
you know a lot about rocks.
yeah.
What kind
Oh
of
yeah.
jobs go with geologists? What would you do?
Volcanoes. Yeah, I have a
Work for
lot of things like that.
manufacturing companies that do gravel and stuff, or what do you
Yeah,
do?
I used to. If you look at my LinkedIn, I have my thesis research there, and it was one of the best in my school, in Brooklyn College. So I remember. I went there and talked to the, how you say, the counselor or the counselor that I was gonna do a thesis research. And he said, oh, you can do, he was a Jewish guy. He said, you do not thesis research, you can do nothing. You can't even speak. And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna come here, and you're gonna mark a A plus 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 triple plus to this thesis research. And that's what happened.
All
So
right.
I start researching oil and natural gas. So there are certain reservoirs in USA, and I just focus on one of them, Marcellus Shale, that is in Pennsylvania. Marcellus Shale is one like very big rock that covers Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and part of New York. So I did the study of that rock, and like the main conclusion of that is that I find out what were the best spot where the natural gas can be found.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah. So that could probably be pretty lucrative.
yeah, and I already so I did that. I won a lot of awards nationally with companies. There was a company that gave me money to finish my studies, to finish my thesis research. That research was like $100,000, and this company paid for it. The name of the company is Cabot Oil. From Pennsylvania, they give me that money for that, and give me money for my expenses. It was great. Like that showed me that whatever I have in my mind, I can just go and achieve it, no matter what. Also, my presentation, my thesis research, it was great. That guy, the counselor, he went, like the room was full of people, like full of people. Everyone just wanted to know what I was gonna do. Some people were ready to make fun of me, and I was so prepared, so professional, and everyone was asking me questions, and I was answering at the end. And I can believe that this counselor at the end, he put me in a side and he told me, you know what, I have to tell you, please forgive me for what I said to you 2 years ago. And from now on, I'm not going to discriminate anyone in this school for what it looks like. And I say, okay,
Okay.
no problem. So, but and they still, I received a lot of invitations from that school to go there and participate or give talks to students. But I don't like geologists anymore. Like, I like them, but it's not like a passion. I'm just doing other things. So I don't want to give something that I'm not feeling.
Right.
And that's what happened. After that, it happens that I had two companies that they want me to work with them, and I already had at the time I already had the interview ready, everything passed, but suddenly the oil and the gas the price start going down. That was in 2015, and they didn't need people working on it, so they declined the offer. So
Oh, were you doing like fracking? That kind of
yeah, I was
stuff?
doing that.
Okay, yeah.
And the shells. I was studying, but I was more in the geologist part. So what I was doing is just to research the formation, the rock, and see where to find where were the best spots to find the
Right.
gas. I kind of regret it because right now I think that we need to look for our nature. We need to protect all that. But I wasn't aware at that time. So
Right.
um, So after that, so there was no job for me in that industry. I start looking for a job as a geologist in New York. So I find out I work as a geologist in a company, but I like environmental company. These environmental companies, they evaluate the properties before they are being sold. So where there is a property that is gonna be sold, so that they're gonna sell that property, they have to evaluate if there are contamination or there are tanks like oil tanks bored underneath of the property. So I was doing that with a company. I just didn't enjoy it, and they fired me. They ended up firing me.
Hmm.
So after 2 years, I have to be honest, like I was just doing nothing because I didn't like the job.
And that was in
So
New York?
that was in New York. So after
Okay, well,
that,
can I ask you, you brought up earlier, you said you had a lot of childhood traumas.
yeah,
Would you be okay with discussing any of that, or would you rather just keep that private?
I'm an open book. You can ask me whatever.
Okay, well, what kind of trauma did you suffer in Colombia as a child?
Um, the
Was it
ones
the
that I told
racism,
you,
or
huh?
was it racism or something, or?
Yeah, it was like kind of bullying for race, for my color, which I love it now. I'm so in love with my color. I think it's one of my best things that I love from myself. But
Yeah.
at that time, I didn't know. Like I was just weird because the other girls they were kind of white, not white, but like like cinnamon skin. I don't know what's the color, lighter than me. And so when I was child, I felt the discrimination. That was kind of hard for me, and also uh, the fact to be from a poor family. My dad wasn't that poor because he could afford the school, but I was living in a poor neighborhood. And so for me, that was kind of, I like a child, I didn't understand that gap. Like these people, when I go to school, this lady, this girl, they have money, and I go to a poor neighborhood that it doesn't look that good because when I used to go to do homeworks in the girl's house, I saw those homes they were amazing in amazing neighborhoods. So you see the gap, and it's not cool. Like because some of these ladies they discriminate you for that. So that I think that was one of the things. That, but now I'm gonna tell you because now I feel I find out what is the meaning of being poor. I had to go inside of that. I like to go deep. And now for me, being poor is another thing that it doesn't have to be with much material things. So,
Right.
mhm.
Well, let me ask now, in Colombia, is cocaine legal there?
I don't think so. Not even marijuana. Like you believe that marijuana is legal, but I don't think marijuana is legal. Not even
Okay,
marijuana,
so
not drugs are legal.
pretty
But
much the
I
laws
know
are
a
kind of
lot
like
of
the
people they do
US.
it.
Because
Huh?
I was wondering if you saw any violence with the drug trade there.
Yeah, yes. But they they it's like a they are companies. It's like companies. It's like an industry. They they process this. They commercialize it. They export it. But not much of that drug is being consumed in Colombia. Now, I know a lot of people in Colombia they can consume, but it's not that crazy like here. When I was living there, it wasn't that crazy. Like No, everyone in Colombia consumes cocaine, you know?
Right.
That's my opinion. I don't know right now, a long time that I don't live in Colombia.
So it's legal for them to grow it, cultivate it, process it, ship it, but you can't use it in the
No,
country?
it's not legal.
Oh, they do that all
Yeah,
undercover.
everything is illegal, everything. But they find a way to do it. And everyone knows that.
But illegally. Or do
I'm
they
sorry?
or do they illegally or do they find a legal way to do it?
No, they do it illegal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because
so
I've
everything
read some
is
stuff about
illegal.
Colombia that it seemed like cocaine was legal there, but I guess I was wrong.
It seems, but no, 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 that no.
Well, you know, in Vancouver, cocaine is legal now.
Really?
Yeah, if you go to Vancouver, there's a place called the Coco Cafe, and they sell coca leaves that you chew on. But you get the same effect. LSD, DMT, all that. They sell it legally over the counter.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Okay, so
No,
you're in New York.
yeah.
You're in New York, and you just basically got let go. What was your next move from there?
After I was fired from that company, so I moved back to my parents' house because I was already living by myself. And so I had another depression. Like I didn't know what to do in life. And I was doing during the weekends. I was doing wine tastings in the liquor stores. So I started doing that. Had a company of girls doing wine tasting for me, and there was the company that I used to work for the wine tastings. They want me to interview for to see for a job, whatever, and they like me, and they like my energy. So this was very like it was a miracle for me because in that point I didn't know what to do in my life, and and I met these people, beautiful people from that company, that they took me there. They made up a job position that they didn't have. They just made up this position because they like me. They want me to work there, and they gave me an opportunity there, which it was great because over there I learned how to sell. In that position, I had a territory of liquor stores in New York and in New Jersey, and I used to just distribute the alcohol from that company and sell them. So I did like another career over there in sales. So it was great. It's just that after that, after 5 years working with them, 4 years, 5 years, I just I had good money from that company because they were paying really good. The environment was amazing. My friends from there are friends from my heart. I made a lot of friends there. But I was empty. I was empty inside. There still was something that I didn't feel complete. I say, okay, so I'm gonna keep growing in this company. So what? What's next? Well, I wasn't feeling like complete. So after the pandemic, I just start. There was a crisis that I had, like a personal crisis in the pandemic in 2020, and I started going to myself, healing, doing a lot of healing processes. Um, in in 2021, I stopped everything. I quit everything. I quit the job, my apartment, my car, everything. I started giving my things out, and I just bought a ticket to Mexico, and I went to Mexico just to see what's going on. I just want wanted to know a little bit more about myself because I realized at that point that I didn't know who I was, who I
Right.
wanted from life. So I went to Mexico. That was in 2021. I stayed for 3 months there. It was cool, just that I couldn't stay there for immigration and paperwork. Um,
What part
so
of Mexico?
I'm sorry.
What part of Mexico?
I went to this beautiful city, Puerto Vallarta.
Okay.
Have you gone there?
No.
No, it's
No.
beautiful. It's beautiful, Puerto Vallarta, and I lived there for 2 months, and I went to another town nearby called Sayulita.
Hmm.
In that town, it's only for crazy people. I wanted that. So
Are
I
those
went
like
there.
those deep inside Mexico or central or border
It's
towns or?
nearby. It's in the west coast. Like
Okay.
Puerto Vallarta is west coast too. Like when you go to Puerto Vallarta, it's like a mountain, and then you see the sea there. Like it's a. Do you know that those cities from Greece, like Santorini, that
Right.
are mountain and the sea? Puerto Vallarta is like that. It's like mountain with a lot of houses in the mountain, and then you see the sea here. It's beautiful.
Oh,
The
cool.
the sunsets were the best sunsets from my life. Um,
In
and I went.
Mexico, did you just want to leave or? I mean, it
I
sounds like you left there after 3 months. Were there no opportunities there, or did you just not like it to live, or what?
No, I just didn't have a plan. I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what to do with my life. I was just looking and see what happened. I went there. I just find out that the process for the paperwork for immigration um, it was a little hard for me, and also I have residence here, so I had to quit to my residence here to make the paperwork in Mexico, and I didn't want that. I didn't want to quit to the residence from USA. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna come back later, maybe to for a trip or vacation. But I had to leave at the 3 months. I had only 3 months to stay, so I just stayed 3 months. And I went to California because I had family there before. Now they are in New York. I had family there. My niece, she was there, so I went there for another 3 months, and then I just didn't like. It's not that I didn't like California. I know maybe some people from here is from California. It's just that it wasn't what I was looking. So I didn't have that in my mind. So I was looking for something else.
It's very fake there, in my opinion.
I'm sorry.
Everyone's fake in California. You don't know what's real. Everyone's lying to you.
I don't know. It just didn't. I was looking for an environment. So I was looking for a blue ocean, like very blue, and I wanted that. So I moved here to West Palm Beach, and I love. I don't know if you've seen the ocean from Florida,
Oh yeah,
especially from
I've
West
been there
Palm
many
Beach.
times.
Blue, just blue, and that, like every time I go there, I got chills. Like I love it. I love it. I say, okay, so we good. That's the first step. We like the place. Okay, we're gonna stay here.
All right,
And
cool. So you're now in Miami, and how I know about you is I saw you on Elisa's podcast,
yeah,
and you were brought on to as like a twerker instructor, I believe.
yeah, no, because when I came here, I started doing Uber, but at the same time, I was looking for dancing classes. I wanted to dance, and I found this academy, a twerking academy, called Copy Dance. It's not here, but it's in Pompano, and so I was going every week. Very, I had a lot of discipline for that. Like I didn't even know how to move my
So you
belly.
were never twerking until you got to Miami? All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, Miami will do that to you.
I did pole dancing classes before, but no, like twerking, no. So, but I like it. When I went there, I really like it. Like, it was like, look at the feel when you are in love with someone. That's what I felt when I went to classes, to the twerking that classes. So it's the same feeling. I feel complete. I feel like amazing. So I say, no, I'm gonna keep coming. I don't know how to move because I was one of the worst in classes because the movements and the music was in different in different uh, rhythms. Like I didn't have rhythm.
Right.
So, but a little by little, discipline and consistency. So it's everything. And I've been going for 1 year already. And then this is my life. Doing Uber, going to twerking classes. I was studying astrology, so I'm astrologer already. And just having fun and finding
What is
myself, doing
can I
exercise.
can I ask you what is it about twerking that's so therapeutic? Is this
What is
sort of
that?
like does it get you out of your shell?
I'm
Were you
sorry?
repressed? Were you repressed before twerking? Were you shy to twerk and stuff like that, or and it made you
Yeah.
out of that, or do you get a lot of attention from the twerking
No, no, no.
and
I was very shy. I was very shy. I didn't have that connection with my body. Like I feel like my soul was there and my body was here. It was different frequency. Like my soul and my body was not in the same frequency. But doing twerking, it's not only twerking, they also do sensual movements like dancing movements, so that makes you have connection with your body. For me, this is serious because all my life I've been depressed. I didn't know who I was. In going to these classes, I started like, wait, why? There is something here, because I start like feeling, connecting with my body, my arms, everything. I start feeling my body, and with the music, and I start breaking that wall with with the of being shy. Like I'm not. I think in my inner soul, I'm never shy, but being shy is like another mask that you put when you close your heart. So sometimes one of the masks that you create is being shy. So I'm breaking that wall and I'm not shy anymore. This is my soul. And it was hard in the beginning because my mom, my dad, they are very conservative. But you know what? This is something that I cannot buy with money. It's something that I discovered, and I want to do it. And I like social media. I love it. So I'm gonna do it in social media, and I start doing it. Every week I was posting a video there. Some people they say, "Oh, mommy, oh." Some people they see it differently, but it's up to them if they look that twerking moment like in another way, right? There are people that they know about it, about dancing and everything, that they appreciate what you do. But there are other people that are gonna take it like in a different way. Um, but I don't pay attention to that because if someone look at like that, it's their problem. It's not my thing. I know my intention, and that's the most important thing. So, and that's how then I was in a park eating ice cream, and I saw Elisa with the whole crew, and they were dancing, and I was like, well, like you have to do. I was talking to my brother and another friends. So I say, you have to do whatever it makes you happy in life. So there are some people like these people dancing like that, they make money like that. And like 3 minutes later, I was there dancing with them. I don't know, and we just got to meet each other, and they asked me who I was. And right now, I don't care about the profession that I have, whatever. Right now, I twerk. So I say I'm a professional twerker. They say, "Oh, okay, let's go," and then let's dance. And it was funny because the song that they played in that moment, it was one of my favorite songs, like a rap song that I like to do twerk with that song. And I was like, "Oh my God, this is a sign." And the energy that I felt in that moment, I love it. And Elisa is a person that has also a very strong energy, like you can feel. So after that moment that I have with them, I say, "Oh my God, I want to come back. I want to go." And I text Elisa and I told her that, because she told me to feel free to ask her to come back. And I asked her, and she said, "Yeah, let's come." And we did like one show with twerking. The whole show was about twerking, and I was teaching people in the street how to twerk. And I find out streaming live allows you to know a little bit more about yourself. So I say, this is something that I really want to do it. Like now it's like I have twerking, but also I like live streaming. I like this. When you do live streaming, you know a lot about yourself.
All right, so you're a professional twerker,
Hmm.
and I've watched a lot of music videos with twerkers, and they get very graphic at times. Are you
Graphic?
willing? I mean, are you the type of twerker that goes full twerk? I mean, do you have like the entire cheeks hanging out and all that, or do you always have a skirt on?
Like with
Like I've seen women at clubs, and they're just wearing like a thong
ah.
and nothing else.
Well, in my class, we have one time per month, and we do girls' night. We had to go in lingerie. So this, in the beginning, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna go in lingerie." So the first classes, I didn't go in lingerie, only with shorts. But you know what? Then I start just having this as a ritual for myself. That was my moment. So every week, every month, when we have girls' night, I go to the store, I buy something like really nice for myself that I feel comfortable, that I want to wear for me, not for a guy. This is very important because I'm doing all this for self love. Just trying to see, okay, Adriana, you like this? Let's enjoy this, and let's see, let's look cute and beautiful, and I don't mind to be in lingerie because I feel that when I see to the mirror in lingerie, it looks beautiful. I don't see that. I don't look myself with those eyes like to provoke guys, right? Because I'm doing all that for me, right? If I put a picture or whatever in the social media in lingerie, I do it for myself because I feel in that moment that I'm very cute. I'm beautiful in that moment, right? That's the intention. Now, as I told you, if someone out there is gonna look me with different eyes, it's their problem, right? I know who I am, and I'm not gonna go to a club to dance like that. Um, I don't look that I don't look that with those eyes, right? And right now, I'm kind of want to start twerking. It can be with regular shorts or regular leggings, but I guess the fact of twerking it makes you happy. When I do that in the live, people have fun with that. It's like kind of weird thing. Like we are very serious. We were with Dr. Miami in a serious interview, and then suddenly everyone wanted me to twerk with him, and so that was out of the script of the interview, and it was crazy and it was good. I like it because it's weird. And so people are like, really twerking? I say, yeah, twerking. And after that, they're happy, they're smiling. So when you don't look twerking with different eyes, you enjoy, you have fun.
But does the attention from guys bother you?
Oh no,
Okay.
no, no.
Because see, I have twerker PTSD. Something happened to me one time at a bar. So I was sitting at a table drinking. I was by the dance floor, and these two girls came by, and they were both twerking. But one, she was twerking her butt like right in my face, man. You know.
No.
So I just start staring at it, and then I see her friend. She like whispers in her ear, and she turns around, and they're like, "What are you looking at?" And I go, "I'm looking at your ass." And her friend throws a drink right in my face. And then the girl I was looking at, I wasn't even looking at her. She put her ass in my face, shaking it. Now I know she was probably in another place, you know, like you are. She doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
All I see is her entire essence has went into her ass and is greeting me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she threatened to stab me. She herself was going to stab me. And then she went and got some like John Wayne posse together in the bar. They were going to come kick my ass because I was looking at her ass. And she had like literally, I've never seen you like this. Half her ass cheeks were hanging out. She was waving them at me right in my face, like 3 inches away. Now, what would you do in that situation?
No, I think
So you see a guy looking at you, are you going to stab him?
I wouldn't put my dad in front of his face. I guess it's me, right? I have friends that they might do that. I don't know, but me personally, I wouldn't put it like no. I do it for myself, so right. I twerk for myself, so I don't do it like in front of someone's face.
Well, what about line dancing?
And what?
What about line dancing, country line dancing? Would that make you feel good?
What is that?
That's where you dance in a line. It's really dorky. It's like a bunch of Southern people get in a line and they do these like nerdy dances. I don't know.
Oh, I am sorry, but I don't know what is that.
Yeah, you're very lucky.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't go to clubs that much.
So you
So
saw Elisa and the crew,
yeah.
and you streamed with them some. I guess from that point, you were contacting them to get back on the show, or was anyone else contacting you to come back, or what happened
In this point or at that point?
at that point?
Yeah. Yes. So Elisa and Todd, they asked me to come back, and I started going in my free time. So, I still had to work in Uber. So yeah, in my free time, I was going, and it was great. It was great, and until like what happened last week, and now I'm not with them anymore.
So nothing happened. You just quit because of the job situation, or because there's rumors going around.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess
No,
I'm not
basically
confirmed.
that was what we were streaming because I was streaming here with Todd, and so there was a misunderstood. Um, Jadis, the new producer, he told us something to do like, "Oh, guys, you can stream together all day." I know you guys don't feel like, but sometimes you feel tired of streaming. Elisa is a person that she has a lot of energy. As I told you, she has a lot. She has strong energy, and she can stream, I guess, 24 hours straight, and she's fine. And so, but Todd and myself, we were a little tired, and my brother. So we just decided to stay here home. Todd was in another place in an Airbnb, and I picked him up. I brought it here, and we started streaming because Jadis he said it was okay to stream at the same time, and yeah, but suddenly it seems that Elisa didn't like it. She didn't want us to do that, and she said that we quit the show. We never quit the show. We just were streaming. So it was a confusion there. Like I don't know, a misunderstanding that makes her believe that we were just doing our own in her back or whatever. I never understood well that, but I watched that show and I told her that after watching that show, I just didn't feel comfortable to come back because I saw in that show um, a lot of comments from Donald, uh, Duran, but he didn't make that many comments, but he was like agree for what Elisa was saying. Elisa, she made a lot of comments about Todd and me, like that I didn't feel good in that moment. I know it was a misunderstanding, but for all the situation that happened, I didn't feel comfortable to come back. It was not going to be the same vibe. I want to keep this magic because I tried that everything that happens around me is magic. Like, why? Because I enjoy. And so I want to enjoy, I want to have fun. If it doesn't give me that, I don't want to be there. So that's why I feel if I come back, I'm not going to give my best of me because I felt that it was a misunderstanding. The right thing to do is to call me, hey, before to speak in public, right? But everyone was speaking to the public things about Todd and me, and I just wasn't feeling good. And what
Were they
happened?
saying that? Were they saying you guys were romantically linked together,
Who?
or were they just saying you guys were snakes for leaving the show and doing
Who?
your own thing? Well, I mean, there's a rumor that you and Todd did a podcast and something happened between you and Todd.
Oh no,
That
no.
your problem is with Todd.
No, no. Todd, he was very nice person. And I got a little discussion with him because when I was watching the show at the end of the streaming that day, I saw that everything began because Elisa woke up and she saw Todd. She said in the streaming, the first thing that she saw when she woke up, it was Todd talking bad about her. And it was in my house and I was there. I, I didn't notice or I didn't say anything because it was Todd, right? And it was his situation. I didn't want to interrupt. It was his feelings. But I believe that start everything. and I told like, you have to look for what you say from your mouth and where do you say, because I was now involved in a situation, in a problem from him and Elisa, and I was in the middle and I had nothing to do. Like, I didn't have any reason why Elisa should be mad at me, but I was involved in all this situation. First, because what Yali says, and second, because Todd was talking bad about Elisa in front of cameras in the streaming, in his streaming live in my house with me in the back. So, so we have a little situation. I asked him, I told him, he never recognized it. He never said, yes, I did that, I'm sorry, or whatever. No, he started going back and forth. So I just didn't want to talk anymore with him. And the next day, he was in her show, uh, like nothing happened. So I don't know. I say, you know what? He was talking bad about her here, and now the next day he was loving her. So I say, I respect him. I wanna stay with in my mind, with the persons that I met. If I come back, everything is gonna be different. So that's why, you know what? I have nothing to say from anyone. Elisa, as I told you, very professional, very hard worker. She works a lot for that show, and she shows me the door of a new dimension that I never looked before. So for me, it's like a godmother. Always is gonna be, and I always gonna be grateful with her. And someday maybe we can do lives together. I want her to be proud of me. Like, I want her to be proud of me. One day she saw me in a show, and she feels proud of me. That's what I want. So yeah, yeah. And sometimes, of course, I miss them. I miss them a lot. It was a short moment, uh, but I miss them because I had so much fun with them.
Well, why don't you go back?
Yeah, I sometimes I kind of want to go back. It's just that it's not gonna be the same. I already heard what they say that day, so I say no. So
Oh,
let's leave
Jadis
it
was
like
talking
that.
crap about you. That Jadis guy?
On that day, because they didn't call me and tell me, okay, why stop there? What happened? You know.
You know,
So
yesterday the chat kept asking about you, and that Jadis guy goes, "Quit
who?
asking about her. She's inconsequential."
I'm sorry.
That Jadis guy said, "Quit asking about her. She's inconsequential."
What does it mean? Inconsequential.
It doesn't matter.
Um, yeah.
But he's saying that to the chat
I
who is
spoke with
asking about
Jade.
you.
I spoke with Jade recently,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, and I told him this everything what I told you. I told him all this.
Oh, he contact you on behalf of Elisa as her producer, trying to get you to come back or something.
Yeah, I don't know if they want me to come back. He just wanted to be. I really like him. I think he was just trying to apologize for Elisa. Maybe what the misunderstanding.
Well,
Um,
I
because
think he.
what happened that day. And you know what? I say it's okay. It's okay. I'm just trying to do my projects. I'm trying to do also working on the channel, um, and working in my own things right now. So I have no hard feelings with them.
Yeah, but if you keep going on Elisa, you could build your channel a lot quicker. You know what I mean? And you
Yeah,
could
but
get
I don't want, like, what I don't want
more
is, like,
cam time.
because I don't want to use that, you know. I don't want her to feel used by me. Um, one of the things that she say in that show is that people sometimes go to her show, take the followers, whatever, and then they leave. So, you know what? I'm very, sometimes I watch the show like 2 times. And after watching that show, I say, no, like, you know what? I'm going to stop streaming. I start doing a lot of promotion and marketing for my YouTube channel and my social media with my followers. So different people can start following me. And I'm going to do my own show. But when I had most followers, in like a lot of followers from me that I bring in my YouTube channel. So I don't want to affect her. Like, I don't want her to think that I'm taking her followers, you know? So, because that's the way,
Oh, well, she
I don't
took a
want to
bunch of
hurt
other
her,
people's
you know?
followers. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it
Huh?
is. She took a bunch of other people's followers. This guy, Captain Content,
Mm-hmm.
she went on his show and basically took over all his followers. That's why she has that song, I'm the Captain Now. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, I like
yeah.
that.
So it's, I think what happened is like, you don't know anything about IRL and you never saw Elisa before that
Mm-hmm.
day. Or
Uh-huh.
I think Todd is aware of her from before. I think he was watching her and showed up, but I'm not sure. Donald,
Yes.
I think they just met on the street.
Yeah,
But
there's the,
she's very, the thing about the IRL world is the viewers like drama. They like confrontation. So a lot of times the viewers will be like, oh, uh, Adriana and Todd are turning against you. And she'll just go along with it like, oh my God, they're, and they'll start sending in a bunch of donos commenting about it. That's how they make money. You know what I mean? And like Todd probably knows, so he doesn't give a fuck. He just like keeps showing up because he knows she doesn't really care. She's just trying to make money, probably. I mean, I'm not trying to speak on what she does, but it's what everyone that does what she does. The whole entire IRL community is like that, pretty much, because the viewers like that, and they'll start sending a lot of donos. That's why she'll let people donate racist songs,
so,
and she'll say she doesn't like them, but she'll let them play it because she wants the money.
yeah, but remember that I told you that now I have like another another mentality about what is being poor or having money. Like for me, okay, IRL maybe it might come with drama, but I have seen channels. I've been learning a lot about this. I've been a little quiet these weeks, but it's because I'm learning about this. I had the best teacher that was Elisa, but I want to see on other channels and see what they're working on it, how they make money from this. Um, the most important is that you have to be happy. You have to enjoy that. So I need to create my own that I enjoy. I don't enjoy this situation drama, and I'm not gonna do that for money because I can do geologies, I can do sales representative, I can be astrologer for money, but I'm not doing it because that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for just filling my heart and just going to that dimension when you are just happy and enjoy. So I know in the beginning it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but this path of being a streamer is gonna allow me to know more about myself. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be easy, I don't know. But I'm gonna find a way how can I be like happy during the show, but also can I make people happy during the show, like and see how we can work. I have seen other channels doing IRL, and not all of them had drama. Not all
I
of
just
them.
had I just had an idea. because I do a streaming production company. That's what I do. I produce
Oh.
shows. How about this, Adriana the Psychic? You do a show where people pay you to give them a reading, or you give free readings, right? Maybe you do like 5 readings a show, free, and then people can contact you for longer, more thorough readings that they have to pay for, one-on-one sessions. You know what I mean?
Nice idea. Okay, that's a nice idea, but I can be a part of the show because I want to twerk too, and I also want like the fun
The
thing.
twerking psychic.
The twerking.
Yeah, man. That would be. I'm telling you, that's like 500 live
Wow.
right off the bat.
You have a good mind.
Yes. So
Yeah.
what is your plan? What show are you planning on doing? I heard you were doing something with your brother. Is that right?
Oh yeah. So basically on Monday I'm gonna start doing something IRL or streaming live. So Monday I'm going to Orlando. We're gonna travel there to one of my cousins, and I'm gonna make a tattoo there.
You streaming
So
on YouTube?
yeah, I guess by Monday I'm gonna have enough followers that surpass the followers that maybe I have for Elisa, because a lot of followers from Elisa they stopped following me, so it went down and then it's going up. So we are almost like the same follower that she gave me. I broke my followers, and it's gonna keep growing, but I want them to come from me, you know.
Right.
Now if Elisa tells me, oh, come here, it's okay, if my followers are gonna follow you, I, I go because I really want it, but I want her to respect that I want to do this, right?
Right.
And as I told you, one of my mentality, one of my things that I have in my mind is one day I want Elisa to see me in a show and make her proud of me. Like, oh my God, I told her the path and look what she's doing, right? So for me, I respect Elisa a lot. So that's why after this show, a lot of people came to me talking bad about Lisa. I say, listen, I'm not gonna. If you want me to talk bad about Lisa, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna talk bad about her. I always want to thank her. A lot of grace. I'm so grateful in my heart for her. So
Well, see,
she
that's
doesn't
still
even
all
mean
drama for
much.
the show.
Huh?
See, they're trying to get a clip of you saying something to go show her, so she'll say something to go show you to try to get a bunch of drama going because that's what they like. They like the entertainment of that. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I would even
They
like pay
can do
attention to
whatever
those
they
type of
want.
people. You want to
Uh-huh.
do what you want to do. It sounds like you have a good opportunity to do that,
Mhm.
especially if you incorporate in twerking and psychics.
That can be. That can be. I'm not psychic. We're gonna be like astrology, but I can make something with astrology. I like astrology too, and I'm
All
a
right.
good one, I guess. My friends they say that I'm a good astrologer.
Oh, an astrologist. But you can still tell the future with that, right?
I don't tell the future, but like when I have someone next to me, in front of me, I can see a lot of things from that person. That's something that I have, like a gift that I have. But also with the astrology, I can show them uh, how to unblock some areas of their life. So let's say if that person has a lot of trouble in relationships, I can tell them, listen, this is the problem, you know?
Is
So
it
that's
based
what I do.
on their birth sign?
It has to be with the birthday and time, exact. It has to be exact time when they were born, and country or city. I need the city, and that's it. And I do it in my program, like really quick, just to look at it. I can tell them a lot of things.
And did you say you had an astrology degree?
Yes, I already studied for 2 years astrology with one of the best teachers. He's from Chile.
All right. So when can we be looking for your future content?
Okay, so Monday I'm gonna be at 12, from 12 maybe to 2 or 3, and I'm gonna do the tattoo. And every day I'm gonna start doing a streaming like at noon, like 12, 1, every day.
All right. Well, Adriana, thank you for doing this interview with me. I really
Uh,
appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And so yeah, let's see what happened in the future. Thank you for the interview. I feel great. And the most important, I have fun. I enjoyed this interview.
All right. Well, I hope we see you on Elisa's show also again. But if not, I'll be checking out your YouTube channel, which we'll put in the description of the video.
Yeah, I hope that also maybe, yeah, I hope to one day maybe I can go back and see. I think Elisa is gonna be forever the queen. So maybe one day we can talk. That she already texted me, and she's okay with me, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. Thanks a lot. You have a good one.
Thank you. Have a good one.